This beautiful instrument from South Korea is called the Hanago. It has 16 strings, but you can play 28 notes on them. You can play it on your lap, on a table, or like a kalimba. How cool is that? This package was sent to me from a company in South Korea. They had asked me if I'd like to review their new instrument. I said, if I do, I will point out the flaws as well as the features. Are you okay with that? They said yes, and they sent it to me. I'm not being paid. On the box it says the Hanago is a patented and copyrighted design. Inside the box, we can find the Hanago in a cloth bag and some other goodies. A tuning wrench, some picks, and non-slip pads that you can stick on the back of the Hanago. The Hanago is made of wood. It measures about 13 inches long and 8¼ inches wide. The body is quite compact. You can reach all the strings with your thumbs like this. It uses a sound hole to amplify the sound, and it says Hanago M2 inside. There is a pickup installed inside the Hanago. We're definitely going to test that later. The Hanago is also quite lightweight. The strings are supported by the nut on one side and a bridge on the other. The metal bar acts like a fret. So the Hanago is a single fret instrument with 16 strings. And if we turn around to this angle, these black dots resemble the black keys of a piano. How interesting. These black dots may look like holes, but they're not. They're markings. They indicate where you press down to get sharps. At the other end, the strings are wrapped around tuning packs under a safety cover. The cover is opaque and secure. The back of the Hanago looks like this. Let's see how the Hanago allows you to play semitones. If we look closely, the string is held up by the nut. It does not touch the fret. But when I press down on a black dot, the string touches the fret and is now supported by the fret. This raises the pitch by a half step or a semitone. C becomes C sharp when you press on the dot. D becomes D sharp. And so on. This single fret design is how you can play 28 notes with only 16 strings on the Hanago. The whole range of notes you can play are shown on screen. If you watch my videos, you know I play the lyre harp. They are diatonic instruments, and the biggest limitation is there's no way I can play every note with sharps and flats. But with the Hanago, I don't have this limitation anymore. The cover protecting the tuning packs was the first thing I noticed about the Hanago when I opened the packaging. The cover is secured by 4 screws. I'm extremely pleased about the safety cover, as the lyre harp has no such protection for the tuning packs, so they are much more vulnerable. If we undo the screws, we see the cover protects the tuning packs from being knocked. Another amazing thing is you can rest your wrist on the cover. It's smooth and it has rounded edges, so it's quite comfortable. The cover has to be removed when changing strings, but you don't have to if you just want to tune them. Let's put the cover back. To make sure the strings are in the right pitch, use this hexagon-shaped tuning wrench, which is an Allen key or Allen wrench, which fits into these hexagon screws. You tighten the string to raise the pitch and loosen the string to lower the pitch. I was surprised that the Hanago was already quite in tune when I received it. I think that was because of the safety cover. This is what the Hanago sounds like after it's tuned, as captured by my phone. Now let's try the pickup, which is inside the Hanago, and the only thing you can see is this output jack. You need an amplifier and a cable of your own. I'm just using my guitar amplifier and my guitar cable. The pickup gives you the option to perform to a live audience, so that everybody can hear you play. If you use the pickup, the sound quality depends very much on the amplifier and its settings. You will not get the same sounds I do. I'm just showing you that the pickup works. biggest pro of the Hanago is the clever single fret design that allows you to play in semitones. The sound is awesome. The sound hole gives it great resonance. The Hanago has a great size and weight for carrying it around to the park, to the beach, wherever you want to go. The cover really helps protect the Hanago. The installed pickup is a great feature if you want to amplify your music. You don't have to use it, but it's great to have the option. However, it can be hard to press down on the black dots because the tension of the strings is the greatest near the nut. It does take some getting used to, and it hurts my fingers after prolonged playing. A helpful tip I discovered is to press down with the pad of your finger instead of the fingertip. This will help you create a better sound. Another con is that the Hanago does not have the letter notes written on the instrument, unlike my lyre harps. If you rely on letter notes to play, you have to learn to recognize the strings by the position of the black dots, just like you would on a piano. But I don't think this is a big problem. It is something you can learn. The box did not come with an extra set of strings, which would be nice to have. Metal strings will rust sooner or later from the sweat on your fingers, the moisture in the air, and when you change the strings, you will need to undo 4 screws to remove the cover. It's a little inconvenient, but then it's not too much trouble compared to the benefits the cover brings. So what do you think about the Hanago? Tell me in the comments below.